Hello dear friends, welcome back to our channel. This is our second in-depth exploration, and I am truly honored to accompany you on this profound journey into the heart of wisdom. Today's discussion centers on a question that echoes in the hearts of many spiritual seekers, but is there really no cure in the age of Dharma decline? This may sound like a hopeless question, but Master Nianxi gave us a shocking answer with just a few words, unveiling the true essence of liberation in a time of darkness. So, let us embark on this path together, walking through confusion into clarity and rediscovering the dragon hidden within the Buddha's vision. Master Nianxi once said, "The dragon is painted, but without the eye, it remains life." Thus, the Buddha Dharma is vast, but without the Buddha vision, it's merely drifting in the Dharma decline. These few words are like a sword cutting through the fog, directly pointing to the real disease of our times, not the lack of teachings, but the lack of vision. We are not suffering because we lack scriptures, rituals, or temples. You are suffering because we have lost the eye to see things as they truly are. What is the Buddha vision? It is not knowledge. It is not memorization of Buddhist terms. It is not academic Buddhism. Buddha vision is a perspective, a direct and luminous gaze from the core of being. It is the eye that sees through appearances into essence, that sees karma in action, suffering's root, and liberation's door. With Buddha vision, we are no longer puppets pulled by emotions, self-centered views, or social chaos. We become observers and transformers. We stop reacting blindly and start responding with clarity. But how many people in this era truly have Buddha vision? Let's be honest, we see luxurious temples, eloquent speakers, high-tech rituals, but how often do we see monks or lay practitioners who genuinely embody the Buddha's wisdom and compassion? For many, Buddhism has become a decorative identity, a soothing label, rather than a transformative practice. People light incense, chant sutras, bow to Buddhas, yet their hearts remain full of anger, confusion, or pride. They call themselves Buddhists, but they have never asked themselves, do I see my heart clearly? Do I respond to the world as the Buddha would? Am I still using a deluded mind to study the way of awakening? Master Nianxi's words remind us that painting a dragon is meaningless without the eye. In other words, no matter how much you study the Dharma, how many teachings you've attended, how many mantras you chant daily, if you lack the essential insight that turns knowledge into wisdom, you are merely decorating a corpse. This is why many people, after years of practice, find themselves even more agitated, even more arrogant, or even more emotionally unstable. Why? Because they studied the form, not the essence. They learned the method, not the view. They memorized the words, but never transformed their minds. Buddha vision is not something you buy in box. It doesn't come from attending hundreds of retreats or memorizing thousands of verses. It arises from direct and honest contemplation. It starts in this very moment, with your current thought. Every time you feel greed, ask yourself, is this genuine need or just desire? When anger arises, inquire, is this because I was truly harmed or just because my pride was touched? When confusion clouds your mind, reflect, where is this coming from? What habitual pattern am I repeating? This is the daily practice of Buddha vision. It doesn't make you cold or emotional, it makes you responsible for your inner world, trains you to trace your emotions to their roots, observe your mental habits, and choose your response instead of blindly reacting. Over time, this awareness deepens. You become more stable, less reactive, more compassionate. You become more like the Buddha, not because you look like a monk, but because your mind has become a temple. And this leads us to the most important message of all. The true danger of the age of Dharma decline is not the chaos of the outer world, but the blindness of the inner eye. If you lose Buddha vision, even the most authentic teachings become useless. Scriptures without insight are just dead letters. Rituals without awareness are just performances. Faith without clarity is just superstition. So what must we do? First, stop. Truly stop. Pause and ask yourself, do I see clearly? If you've been practicing for years, it's time to review not what you've done, but how you see. If you're just starting on the path, then make your first step not a method, but a vision. Train your eye to see through illusions, to perceive the impermanence of all things, to recognize the causes behind your suffering, and to understand the profound law of karma in motion. Second, drop the spiritual consumerism. This is not a competition of how many retreats you've done, how many sutras you've memorized, or how many malas you've worn down. The Buddha didn't awaken by accumulating practices. He awakened by turning inward with radical honesty and undistracted observation. Your daily life is the perfect ground for this. You don't need to escape into a cave. Just start with this thought, this emotion, this moment. Third, realize that Buddha vision is the real protector. It's the true refuge. The world that spins faster every day, filled with distractions, conflict, and despair. Buddha vision is your inner compass. It doesn't promise to make life easy, but it makes it meaningful. It doesn't remove suffering magically, but it gives you the wisdom to face suffering with courage and even transform it into awakening. How? Some of you may ask, can one person's awakening really change anything in this dark time? Absolutely. History has always turned by the hands of those who saw differently. The age of Dharma decline, where so many are drowning in illusion, your clarity becomes a lighthouse, where transformation becomes an offering to the world, where I, once awakened, becomes the eye of the dragon, the eye of the Buddha, the eye that sees truth and sets beings free. Master Nianxi was right. We are not lacking dragons. You're lacking the eye. So let us not despair. Let us cultivate the eye, the one eye that can pierce the darkness, the one eye that can revive the Dharma, not in books, not in temples, but in our very hearts. Thank you so much for watching this video. If this message resonates with you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who may be walking blindly in these times. Let us become the awakening that this world desperately needs. And remember, no matter how dark the age may seem, when the opens, the light returns. Your vision be clear, your heart be steady, and your path be bright.